Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all the products that you need in a drugstore starter kit. So if you're getting into makeup or maybe you're just looking for some new hot drugstore products, this video is for you. Or maybe you just came here to hang out with me and you are more than welcome, baby doll, because I love having you here. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about products that I absolutely adore from the drugstore, and I have a full face of them. The reason I'm not wearing makeup right now is because we're going to do our makeup as I go through the products and talk about why they're the best and why they're great for your kit. So I have my makeup bag here. This is the Eyeliner makeup bag set. They have all kinds of different sizes, as well as when you open them, they have these smaller bags that come in them that you can put in there. But I took them out because I just wanted to have all my drugstore makeup laid out, but I wouldn't travel with it like this. I would put it in the individual bag so it doesn't get banged around and damaged. Here are some of my favorite products from the drugstore. Now I did this video almost a year ago, not quite a year ago, but almost a year ago. I'm a little early on bringing it back, and that's because you guys have requested for me to do a few more makeup videos, so I thought this would be a great updated video. A lot of the products in this bag were not in my last bag, so a whole new face. I think with that being said, we can jump right into this video. Be sure and subscribe before you leave. Subscribe to my channel before you leave. Subscribe. Okay, I had to sneak that in there for old time's sake, right? Right. Okay, let's jump right in. Diving into the makeup bag, I'm going to be talking a lot about makeup. I mean, that's kind of the point of the video. Am I right or am I right? So for primer, I have drier skin, so I tend to like dewier products on my skin. So I did go with a hydrating one. e.l.f. makes quite a few ones that are specifically great for mattifying if your skin's a little more oily, and that just depends on what you want out of your look. So this one is the Rose Glow by Revlon. This is a hydrating luminizing primer base. I like this one because it is a little loomy. It kind of looks like the new Selena Gomez Rare Beauty one. It's a little loomy, but it's very hydrating. And if I am not hydrated, my foundation will crack. Like, especially because I have intense smile lines, just the shape of my face. I have a very narrow face. And my foundation, girl, she will just pop off and be like, it's so not cute. So I need a lot of hydration to look really plush, look really dewy and fresh throughout the day. So this is a great drugstore product for that. Right here. Love that. Moving right along to foundation. Okay, this is funny. I think, I might be wrong, but I think in my last one it was the Fit Me, but now it's the Fit Me in the bag. I personally like the bag. They're great to travel with, and I've used this for years and years and years. I was looking through all my drugstore foundations and was like really honing in on like what would be a across the board great foundation, and I feel like it's this guy. I like the bag technique, honestly. I think it's really cool. By the way, I'm in 220 beige. Did I say that? Natural beige, 220, just in case I didn't. But do you see it's like giving me coverage and giving me a very natural everyday finish, but it's not too full coverage. So if you want a heavier coverage foundation, you can build this one up some, but it's not going to be an extreme full coverage foundation. Like, it's very just wearable. I've worn this foundation for years and years and years. And what I'm buffing it out with right now is my flat top kabuki, and these will be back in stock. They are sold out, but they'll be back, baby. They'll be back in November. I know that's not that soon, but I'll keep reminding you. You guys can also sign up on our little email list, and whenever they're back, you'll get a little email popped into your inbox, and you'll be the first to know, because we're bringing back all the brush bundles and with the nudie and all in November as well, when we get the brushes back in stock. Okay, do you guys see, like, I didn't do my under eye because we'll conceal, but it's just like a really pretty dewy, it does dry down a little more than this finish. Great for every day, just very wearable. I find with this one, you might just need to touch up with powder. It just depends on your skin, really, but you might want to touch up with powder once or twice, maybe just once. Depends on how long you're wearing it. If you're wearing it for 12 hours, maybe twice. For 8 hours, maybe once. But overall, it wears very well. Let's keep the party moving. For concealer, again, I have a new one, and I really like this one. And I like it because it lasts for a long time. So this is a 12-hour wear concealer. It is by Catrice. It is called Liquid Camouflage. I have a bit of darkness, as we can all see. Maybe we can all relate to too, I don't know. But I have a bit of darkness. I'm gonna have to bring the mirror on in. And I need a concealer that will cover me, but because I need the intense coverage, a lot of the time they get thick, and I don't want thickness. This is the only time I don't want thickness, you know what I mean? But I just need it to last and look good all day, so this is a great one for that. And as you can see, it's like a little more on the liquidy side, so blends out really great. Also, while I'm blending this, I want to talk to you guys a little bit. By the way, let me tell you the shade. I don't even know what shade I am, for real, for real. I would love to be smooth and just be like, I'm shade, but I'm not. Canova? Wait, no, that can't be it. What is the shade? It's on top. I swear I've done makeup before. Okay, it's 36 Hazelnut Beige. I'm a beigey girl. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Nudie Patootie. My last video was me launching my second brand. I can't even say it without like a smirk on my face because I'm like, the shirt I'm wearing today is one of our tops. Okay, so let's talk about it a little bit. One, tell me how we sold out of almost every single item on the site, and we had over 90 different SKUs. I was in shock, and a lot of you guys were a bit bummed out that you didn't get a chance to shop Nudie Patootie. If you don't know what that is, I'll link the video down below. So here's some updates for you. By the way, the concealer, it's pretty amazing. Okay, I'm like, look how great I look. I don't mean it that way. I'm just saying like the darkness is really covered. So next we'll move on to powder. And then I'll talk a little more about Nudie Patootie. This one is the Fit Me by Maybelline. They have a bunch of different shades, and sometimes at the drugstore, they don't have the hugest loose powder setting selection. But this is a really good one to count on. I really enjoy this one. I'm using the shade 10 Light, and setting this is really gonna make us get real nice and snatched. All set. It does set it pretty matte. I mean, most powders do. You don't want too dewy of an under eye because it will crease, and then it'll also cause your other makeup to transfer. So it's just mascara. So you want to go a little more matte and set it. And I'll go ahead and set around my face a little bit. Not really bake my face, but as you can see, just like pat it into my skin. Like that, and I think it looks really nice. Great tried and true loose powder. Okay, so some updates with Nudie Patootie. One, clothing restocks a lot faster than makeup, so that's a beautiful thing. We'll have a restock within 1 to 2 weeks of a lot of the items, but not every single item, but a lot of the items. We also have a fall collection coming with more pieces that's gonna be amazing. Got some questions on sizes, and I appreciate them. I kind of explained the size thing in the first video, but I'll touch on it here. By the way, I'm gonna take the L13 brush and I'm gonna pop it into my butter bronzer. I haven't found a better one. I adore her. I can count on her. She's always been trusty to me, so I'm gonna be loyal to her. And I love this bronzer, so I'm gonna apply this around and contour. But whenever I'm able to get the clothing and purchase the clothing, I'm not like avoiding buying different sizes. They just don't offer them. So what I'm doing is working on getting more sizes and sizes extension. I do hope to add a plus category to the site. We do have sizes 1X, 2X, and 3X coming in our next launch. It won't be like a full launch, but it'll be like the next round of pieces added, I should say. We do have some extra sizes coming. We're also working on getting some extra smalls. So it's just honestly all a process. I'm listening to you guys. I love all your advice. I love the feedback. It's like I said, a work in progress. I'm like trying to figure it out as I go myself. My first time launching clothing, makeup, I'm good at. I'm pretty good at. I'm like, I know what to do, you know, because we distribute our own products. So by me saying I know what to do, I'm talking about in preparation for a launch and how to do everything. But clothing is just like a totally new adventure for me and everybody involved. So we're learning as we go, and we plan on every time we drop stuff and like create and make new stuff and do new stuff, we plan on making it better every time. And overall, that's really how I think companies should be ran. You know, you just try to do better every day, and that's what we're gonna do. But we had a very exciting first launch. Blew us out of the water. We're all still shook. We can't believe it, and we can't thank you guys enough for giving us that. So thank you for the support, and lots of restocks coming. Be sure you're following the Nudie Patootie Instagram, because we will be consistently updating on all our new pieces, as well as me on Instagram. So, you know, if you want to know more and keep up with like what we're doing and what we're coming out with, well, darling, just follow us over there. Oh, I can't get this open, guys. This sticky tape on the packaging kills me because I never peel it off all the way, and then it keeps re-sticking and drives me crazy. So I've mentioned this blush. I hope all this isn't distracting. I feel like that's very distracting. Is that better? So this blush is from Wet n Wild. It's called Pearlescent Pink. I think in one video I held it up and it was the exact color of my backdrop, and everybody was like, what is going on? Was there a blush in that pan? Because I think they were the same color. It was interesting. But this is a bomb blush. Wet n Wild. They make altogether some of the most affordable makeup at the drugstore, but I will say, it's so pretty. This is one of my favorites. And it also, because it's called Pearlescent Pink, it has like a pearl to it, but it's not too intense where it amplifies your pores. It's just a little bit to kind of keep the dewy, beautiful, glowy theme going on your face, if that makes sense. Are you really a YouTuber if you don't say, if that makes sense 100 times? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm just going to take a sponge, and right here, it feels like the contour's drooped a little. So what I like to do is just clean it up, and I'm using that Fit Me powder, and I'll let this set for just a little bit. Okay, while that's setting, I believe in my last video I talked about the Wet n Wild highlighters. I've talked about them for a long time, but something new, and not necessarily a new product, but something I've been using and loving, is the Pixie. They have the creamiest drugstore highlighters. They're found at Target. Most of you already know that. You probably all already know that. I'm gonna take my L15 brush and tap some on. You will get a lot off, if you can see. Why is my hair looking crazy? Girl, y'all weren't gonna tell me? I'm just kidding. You're like, we already told you in the comment, ma'am. Okay. Do you guys see like how little I put, and like it's pretty intense. Also very creamy, not very dusty. It feels like a high-end highlighter, I'll be honest. I'm into it. I always hit my chin. I love the glow. I need to calm down. I feel like I'm gonna look back years later and I'm gonna look at myself and be like, you look ridiculous. You look crazy. Ooh, I wanted to mention a second blush just for fun, because to give you guys some options. Who doesn't love options? So this one is called Desert Rose, and it is by ColourPop. It's a newer one for me that I've just gotten into, but I just love the exact shade that it is. I wear this one on a day where I want to be pretty pink in this area, like a lighter pink. Really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and buff this powder away. And as you can see, it kind of just like cleans that up, and you want to blend it in kind of nicely too. Like that. I like at this point personally to set my face and then move on to my eyes, and if I get crazy I might set my face one more time at the end. So I'm using the Fresh Fruit. Ooh, these are so good, guys. They have so many different like scents in these. They smell delicious. They're by Milani. This is the Kiwi Watermelon. What it is a scented setting spray. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna spritz my face. Ooh, it's almost like refreshing. It smells like candy. My face smells like candy. It's nice. What are we doing next? Ooh, let's do our eyebrows. Okay, so this product is a product that I've mentioned a bazillion times on my channel. This is the Maybelline Brow Tattoo. I am in the shade Ash Brown. Mine is starting to get a little dried up, but I still love her. I still appreciate her, and I still use her. So I'm just gonna use a little angled brow brush here, combing the brows up. I like the more natural brow, and the reason I do is because my brows have never been that full due to my plucking in my teen years. So disrespectful to my own brows. But this just gives the illusion that my brows are very full, even though they're not. It's like trickery, and I'm here for it because I didn't want to do microblading. I was just a little scared, to be honest, and so I was like, I'll just live with these little brows forever. That's fine. And then this brow trend kind of came about, and I was like, I think that's for me. Some people hate it, some people love it, but honestly, do whatever makes you feel comfortable and what makes you happy. So what I'm going to do now is apply a little bit of this Catrice Concealer. Try to say that 3 times fast. Catrice Concealer. Ooh, that's especially hard for me. I can't even say concealer right. Oh my God. Catrice Concealer. And I'm really excited to talk about the eyeshadow palette today. It is called Blazing Suns by Flower Beauty. Now, they have a couple different of these palettes, and really it's just about picking the color theme that you like the best. I love this one that's called Blazing Suns. You can find this palette at Walmart and at Ulta. So they have it both places, and they're, of course, in the drugstore. So I'm going to take this neutral, like peachy apricot color and just apply it right in the crease. More peachy. This is such a nice drugstore palette, and I feel like Flower Beauty is a little underrated altogether. Like, it doesn't get talked about that much that I've noticed. They got some bomb products. They really do. Also, I was gonna tell you guys, my shirt today and my earrings are from Nudie Patootie. Been waiting forever to wear my boutique's clothing, and I haven't done it because I wanted to wait and do it once it launched so I can tell you guys about it, but we're finally there. So I'm going to be wearing a lot of Nudie Patootie, which makes me happy. Finally. Oh. Okay, I'm going to tap in like the bare minimum of this little cocoa brown here. Only because I want to deepen that area in the outer corner, just like the smallest possible amount. A little more. Next up, I'm going to take the L17 brush and dip it into this bright yellow gold. And then I'm going to take my Milani setting spray. I'm gonna hit it. So what that does is really helps the eyeshadow to be way more pigmented, and it kind of turns it into like a creamy product. I just really drugged this color all the way out to the outer corner. Okay guys, I have no idea. I just came back to my desk and there's a whole hole punched in my highlighter and I have no idea how that happened. Mystery. So now I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to pop the highlighter into the inner corner, which I feel like it really opens up the eye, kind of makes you look a little refreshed, very awake, with a little glow in the inner corner. You can also hit your brow bone if you want to get crazy and have a good time. I like to do that too. Pretty. Okay, for eyeliner, I'm excited to talk about this one. I think it's fabulous and it's great for like precision. So this is the Skinny Eye Marker. It is from NYX and it is a little felt tip. But guys, look how tiny the little felt tip is. So it's really great, especially if you're struggling with a wing, to really take your time and use this because you can get a little more precise with it. For mascara, I've gone through a ton of really great drugstore mascaras, but I've kicked it back to the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This mascara is not new for them, but I really like it. I actually recently picked this up. I think I got it at like Marshall's maybe? I just saw it there. I know what it was. I was doing a shoot in the desert and for Nudie Patootie. By the way, this shirt. Did I tell you guys that? I told you guys that. Okay, so I was doing a shoot in the desert and I forgot to pack mascara. Very LauraLee of me. And I had to go get some. So I went to Marshall's and I saw this and I was like, oh my God, I used to love that so much. And that's my story. For lashes today, I'm using the 661 from Salon Perfect. As most of you probably could have guessed, I love these. These are the Extension Seeker and they're found at Walmart. I told you guys last time I talked about them that you'll have to buy them on or in store, but some of you guys said you could find them online, so I'll look again. They are so, seriously, they're so pretty. I love them. I love them. I also recently tried the Lash Mask from Maybelline. This is like a nice hydrating overnight conditioning mask for your lashes. And I did like it a lot. You know, I'm pretty rough on my lashes with ripping off the false one. And I need to stop doing that. But I feel like this really just helped my lashes to condition. And the more conditioned and healthy and hydrated your lashes are, the less chance of them breaking off. So there's that. Okay, I just added some mascara to my lower lashes. And now let's move on to lips. For lips, I have the ColourPop Taurus. I feel like this lip liner is really old. However, it's really pretty. And the only thing is frustrating with ColourPop, so I try to keep ColourPop products to a minimum in this video only because they get rid of and renew their products so quickly. By the time I mention it, it won't even be a product on their site anymore. So that's why I'm like, ooh. And that's why I didn't use a ColourPop eyeshadow palette. Next, we're going to talk about my favorite lipstick in the world. Whether I'm doing drugstore makeup or regular makeup, I tend to incorporate this lipstick in anytime I'm wearing a nude. And that is Hot Sand by Maybelline. This is 530. I have a lot left, but this is my only one, and it kind of makes me nervous because how much I use it. So I like coat my lips in it. And this is pretty crazy. It's really, you got to maneuver it. Okay, and once I get my lips pretty blended out, I like to add just a touch of gloss. This is number 14 Pink Quartz from Milani. Very pretty. However, it is a little bit thick, so I don't like to add too much of it. Ooh, yes. So pretty. I honestly try to wear this one actually mostly alone. I have a dirtied up lip gloss that I put on top of my nudes, and I try not to mix too many of my lip glosses in my nudes because it gets it all dirty, but I love this one so much I figured to incorporate it. I also have two more I just wanted to briefly mention to you guys. This is the Fresh Fruit from Milani Strawberry Lemonade to die for. These are great lip balms. And then this one is a super affordable one. It is the Essence Lip Gloss in Charmed. Very pretty. You can find these in a drugstore section at Ulta. And lastly, I'm just gonna give my face one more spritz, and voila, we are done. I think the makeup looks really beautiful. I think it looks high end. I love the base makeup, very glowy but still kind of natural. The foundation is beautiful and I just love the overall look. The makeup looks really expensive, and these are all great products that I really recommend to you guys if you're looking for newer pieces in your collection and you're on a budget, or even not on a budget really, because I think that a lot of these products can like hold up to a high-end product as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the look and the video. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here and watching and doing makeup or learning or just enjoying your evening with me. Maybe even your morning. I don't know. It could be lunchtime. Anyways, I hope you guys subscribe before you leave, become a part of the fam, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!